That's why you need to work on your statement very well. The reason being, you working on your statement or your document well is Canada say any other countries, European countries, you don't go for interview. Your documents that speaks for you. Documents now they are kono, and then ebe kasa ama wo. So we have some documents such as the SOP, statement of purpose. That's the SOP. No? And then the CASAFA, when our statement and also CASAFA financial stability. No? This is our documents we will say any very authentic. You are not getting it, you'll be refused or even bound. The painful aspect is say yeah bande wa no plan a create a tagio, yeah a tagio, a my bad be a bad asem about yeah that's it. So you need to get your documents authentic document, edited bank statement.
Okay, say edited.
Ebi a agency no ɛna ɔmo edit statement no ɛde nyama ɛhyehyɛ mu. But
And
ebi
then the
ɔmo
account.
email ebi a bank hɔnom no ɔmo ehu sɛ that account no exist wɔ bank hɔ. So normally they do send mails to the banks to verify that whether that person has that account and also was saa sika no wɔ ne bank statement ne mu saa na ɛteɛ. Yeah, so the reason being behind why he's being bound in a statement in a edited statement. Oma forge and Adebia forge be a criminal as a overcome. So that
Nancy, Emma Makwaba, Ediba, Despite TV Africa. So now, Despite TV Africa, the more monitor, we create opportunity for Ghanaians living in the diaspora, and I'm gonna for more content for them to tell their story. Now, and then this is a popular request. Man for I catch them and say they want more information concerning how to travel abroad. And in the with the Livingston Gagnon Abba say he's an immigration consultant. Oh no, he helps people to travel using the school routes, using work visa, any other places be our person Okobiano. Or would money watch it? And we'll be having a brief and a very deep conversation. You're talking about a lot of things in terms of traveling abroad. And the person will share video way. But before all best share, I want you to subscribe to Despite TV Africa. I want to subscribe to Despite TV Africa. Then we'll drop your comments. Now we'll share. Now we'll like it video, no? Then we take it on. This particular interview, is powered by StreamYard. And almost live interview, ever. I want you two guys to go and check out StreamYard. One guy, you've seen there are a lot of things that you can benefit from StreamYard. And I contact Shabata, so Europe, you can just send me a WhatsApp message on 055 85 688. Shabata, a free Ghana. You're packaging a camera, yeah, Tom. And you can just WhatsApp me on 055 85 13 883 and 050 10 85 688. And yes, I'm Breno. Yanko Street. Livingston, Bibia Boko there.
be about now so.
Now, it's been probably, I would say, a week or more than planning say we'll have this interview.
Sure.
Okay, so let's move straight to the issues. The person will come be kakra.
Okay.
I found where you started schooling, maybe a new year, so that people will know the kind of person we are having the conversation with.
Okay, please. Okay. Your friend Livingston Gano Kwashi Habada. Me native of Vota, Mifi Vota, Keta precisely, Keta Haveji precisely. Mr. Me basic school, Accra Newtown Experimental 2JHS. From there, no, then I went to Edina Mine Senior High. Then from Edina Mine Senior High, Beko KNUST. I'm a year diploma in architecture technology. Then from there, me sound top it up a year BSc quantity survey. Eh, that's the little I can say about myself.
Okay, okay, okay. So let me. You are also a student of KN West, right?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
So what work do you do? It's my band particularly. Oh yeah.
Well, actually, me and I'm a quantity surveyor, and I'm into quantity survey. I'm into the travel and tour. Yeah, that's my work.
Okay. Okay. So you are an immigration um, officer. You are immigration consultant, right?
Yes, yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. So how long have you been in today's immigration consultancy work, helping people to travel abroad?
Okay, actually, the travel and tour business, about 7 to 10 years now. Yeah, precisely 7 to 10 years now. Yeah. Mm,
7 to 10 years now. Oh, then you've been in the system for long.
sure. Actually, the main thing was doing documentation for people and also getting people through the but as you know, yet Sunday other deals and other uh, kind of relocate other ones.
Okay. Man, take the Awokan because of no network and all was. So kindly repeat what you said once again.
Okay, actually, I've been in this travel and tour for about back then. I was only doing documentations and visa applications for solely students, people that want on steady and leave or steady and work abroad. That was that was what I was doing then. But for now, I've added a couple of opportunities as well.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. So before let me chip in. So where is your location? Where are you located? Your office? Where is your
Okay,
location?
actually, my office is at Amasama in Kokobod. When let's say when you're coming from Kumasi, you just pick a VVIP bus, then you alight at Amasamai. When you get to Amasamai, you just pick a taxi going to Alafia Kokobod. Our office is right there. Or you can reach us on our office line, which is 054 760 2327, either by call or WhatsApp.
Okay. So let me know specifically some of the services you guys render.
Okay. With the services that we render, we have the study and work abroad. We have a working visa. We have e-visas, tourism visas, visits, and business visas as well. We
What of
are
teaching?
we are not visa officers precisely. We assist on those services.
Okay, but maybe say we church so for instance, if we say a student visa, can give a brief something about it for me so that my listeners and my
Okay, talking
viewers will.
about okay, talking about student visa now. Student visa is more or less like you studying abroad, but it depends the country. Let's say we take Canada as an example. Canada, there are some DLI institutions that you can be studying and working as well.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'm listening.
So well, okay. So when we talk about student visa, there are a couple of opportunities based on the country that you are going. So countries that have let's say distance or designated learning institutions, those institutions helps you to study and work as well. But some countries don't have the DLI, as I'm saying. Those ones you have to just your focus, your main focus is based on the schooling, but not work. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, okay. So maybe a country like Canada, which are Canada,
It take
UK, and the rest.
it
Yeah,
take
which are some of the countries that, as a student, you need to focus.
okay, as a student, you can focus on certain countries like Canada, UK, US, and parts of the European countries. Yeah, some parts of the European countries. Yeah, as a student, you can focus on those ones. Since those countries have the DLI institutions that can help you work and study as well. Yeah.
Okay. So what of Asia? Maybe Japan, China, South Korea, and co.
Okay. Talking about the schooling and talking about the study permit or study abroad. When you take China as an example, China, you can study in China, but you can't work. But maybe you have the kind of maybe visa that you went with, the student visa that you went with, you have certain benefits, or maybe you are on scholarship. So certain stipend like certain amounts, or let's say you are entitled to some benefits. So you can't be schooling in China and be working as well, but maybe you are having a partial or a full scholarship to study in China or Japan. But you studying and working as well in China, they've bridged that gap. So it's not, although China is a good country to study, but you are not entitled to studying and working as well in China or Japan. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I get you. I get you. So now your focus is mostly the European countries and America and what do you call it? Canada and co. Right?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Not
So
necessarily being like I'm not more focused on those countries. It depends what the clients want. But normally I do advise clients to go in for what will help or what will benefit. Let's say when you get a scholarship to China, maybe a partial or a full scholarship to China, and your family are well to do with a partial a scholarship like this, when your families are well to do, you can go in for that study in China. But maybe if you don't have, you didn't gain an admission with partial or fully scholarship, you studying in China, the cost is so huge. Yeah. So normally that's the advices that we do give to clients when they come to our end.
okay. So my follow-up question is that people will come. I want you to help me to travel. What's the difference between a visa officer or and an immigration consultant? Because most of the time, a lot of people believe that so far as I come to you for an assistant or to help me secure a visa, it means that visa minister. So what is the difference between you
Okay.
guys, an immigration consultant and maybe an immigration consultant and an immigration officer?
Okay. Talking of immigration consultant or visa officer, they are all the same thing. Either immigration consultant or visa officer. Those people works in the embassies. Let's say when you take maybe when you take Canadian embassy, which is located in Abelempe Jolu, we have visa officers there or visa consulates there. Those are the people uh, that works on your visa. But we are just in to assist or to make sure you get the necessary document that will help you to get a visa. So we don't give visas, we assist with necessary documents for you to get a visa. That's the difference between maybe a visa assistance and an immigration consulate or an immigration or a visa officer. That's the difference. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. So my next follow-up question again is that currently what are some of the schools you guys are working on it?
The schools that we are working on,
Yeah.
Europe or USA. Okay, with Canada, I'm an agent with this CIMT, Canadian Institute of Management and Technology, and also Manitoba University, which is in Canada,
Oh, okay, okay. So you are an agent for two schools
in
in
Canada.
Canada. What of
Yeah, it's not that I can apply to other schools, but I'm being affiliated to those two schools for for certain benefits. Let's say when I apply for those schools for you, it's quite more moderate in terms of, let's say, the application fees and let's say the initial deposit and those things. Yeah, that's it.
and it's very simple. There's no stress.
There's no stress. Very very simple. All that you need is your transcript, your certificate. You can apply for it, and moreover, this uh, form of intakes. They have the fall, they have the spring, then they have the summer. That's the intakes that they have based on the study and work
Oh,
abroad. They have fall, they have summer, they have spring. Yeah.
yeah. So you deal with all this particular section, right?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
My next question is that when it comes to traveling, people are so passionate, and you know how the system is in Africa. So a lot of people want to
Sure.
travel. Personally, I want your personal opinion because you've dealt with a lot of people. Give me a personal opinion when it comes to traveling.
Okay. Talking about you traveling, talking about you traveling abroad, there are various benefits and there are various, uh, let's say, good days in you traveling abroad. Some let me chip in with some two or three examples. You traveling abroad helps you in networking. When we talk of you being networking, that means you befriend you get more in touch with other people that might help you in the near future for you to gain that environmental exposure. And talking of networking in terms of work, in terms of maybe introducing someone, and also we have the skills aspect of you traveling abroad. When you travel abroad, it helps you gain more skills. Although those skills can be gained here in Africa, but in the advanced countries, they are more of tech. They are more of tech as compared to Africa. Mm.
Okay, okay. So the other follow-up question is that do you guys provide accommodation for students when you apply visas for them, or after getting the visa you are
Okay.
done? Or for instance, I know somebody who through an agent got a school. Onya school ni wie no.
Or you are going by
Yes, onya school ni wie no. The agency helped him to secure the visa. It was a Canadian visa. Onya visa ni wie, that was it. On one, I was finding a way to get to Canada to find accommodation.
accommodation. Sometimes some people have hotels, or we have agencies up there that can help in terms of the accommodation.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
So,
okay. So, what are some of the documents that if maybe I want to apply for a student visa in Europe, what are some of the documents that you will need to apply for a student visa in Europe or Canada?
okay, actually, let's say Europe. When applying for a visa, maybe a student visa, you need to gain an admission. Then they will give you your LOA. After you getting your LOA, your fees and everything are on that thing. Okay, so we go to the documents needed to apply for the visa. So the documents needed to apply for the visa, you need your passport. You need your passport. And talking of Europe, Europe are more entitled to this to what we call the block account. What we call the block account. And talking of the block account, it's more or less like you having money, or you are being stipulated to have an amount that is corresponding to your fees, or maybe you have an account that maybe every month you pay into that account. That's the block account.
Okay. With the block account issue, I would like you
Mhm.
to go through again for the purposes of my viewers and listeners. Kindly go through again.
Talking of the block account, it's a form of, it's just a normal bank account. It's a special account required by the German authorities to demonstrate your financial stability.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I get you.
It's
I
a
get you. So,
special.
okay, okay, I get you. So my next question is to you or to you is that one of the main issue that has become a stampede for people to travel is bank statements. I've encountered a lot of people, or personally also encountered some, where an agent will like to help you after paying, going through all the necessary payments, and it gets to the peak where you need to attach your bank statement for the other documentation. Obeka kyerɛ sɛ wakɔpɛ wo bank statement bra. Nti bank statement no bi a sɛ nkɔnoma bɛyɛ n'adeɛ. Nti no, wonni bank statement no bi no, ɛno nti na wɔba agent no wɔ no. So ɛno no, then na woyɛ fa ho as immigration consultant saa mo adwuma yɛ a moyɛ. Because we are aware, wonim sɛ nkurɔfoɔ ba mo hɔ, bank statement a ɔno abɛtena ne fie ayɛ ne application. Only bank statement no, ɛno nti na ɔba direct. And the bank statement
Okay.
is about 70% of the job. Forget about all the documentation. But the bank statement is about 70% of the job. So then I'm moyɛ fa ho. Ka biribi kyerɛ me.
Okay. Your car bank statements are your two forms of bank statement that can be used for traveling purpose. That we have the personal and the sponsorship statement. So talking of the personal bank statement, if you are two quite Europe is saying no, they are more concerned about the block account. You see, you the Embra Canada and I uncle USA. USA say I was a winya bank statement or the I-20 document. And that I-20 document, and then containing list of other documents wobɛhia de apply for visa no ɛne wo school fees ne wo biribia ɛwɔ saa I-20 document no mu. Nti sɛ yɛka bank statement a obi wɔ hɔ a ne personal bank statement sika dodoɔ bi wɔ mu a that maybe the school is demanding sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ saa sika no ɛwɔ saa account no mu. And if you are not having a personal bank statement that corresponds to the amount the school wants now, you can get a sponsorship bank statement, maybe from a relative, from a friend, to just sponsor you for you to get that I-20 document. That's USA. Say about Canada so Canada, I was when you either personal bank statement and as a sponsorship bank statement. Now to me they apply for visa no. Canada
Mm.
school say who apply if you are applying application fee maybe $100 and as BB, they will ask you to pay an upfront deposit, maybe of 500 Canadian dollars or maybe 700 Canadian dollars. And some of them send you letter of LOA amount. And that your LOA no, consists of fees, any documents that we here, or they be apply for visa no. But it's mainly your fees. It's mainly your fees. Ebia say school no say ebia for a year. It's been breaking into down for you. Maybe you have to pay every 3 months. You have to pay this amount. So talking of bank statement, it's just a bank statement here. Account a say school now all you are financially stable. So any change na say ube you so over there, ube to be you so ebusuani bi there. Anaasɛ ebi wɔ hɔ so a ɛhia sɛ wobɛyusu mu mmienu no deɛ personal ne abusua deɛ, and they all have to contain maybe a certain amount. Yeah, that will help you for the visa process. Yeah, that's it. So
Yeah.
normally sɛ obi ba no oni bank statement saa na ebi ohia personal any sponsorship nyinaa na we are affiliated or we work with bank agencies here a ɔmo boa to help people get a bank statement. Or we just contact our big people to use their bank statement to sponsor the client maybe at a cost. That's it. Or we contact people to run the account for the client. They use their money to run the account for the client, maybe for a couple of months before we use it to apply for the visa. That's it.
Mm. Okay. 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 Well understood. Yes, but all come at a cost. You pay for it, right?
You have to pay for it. Yes, you have to pay for it.
So, for instance, if you are applying for a school in Canada, how much money do you need in your bank statement?
Okay, talking of Canadian school or Canadian visa processing through the study route or through the student permit. First, who apply for visa now? I was say they have an amount. Maybe I was say when you maybe 15,000 Canadian dollars or account no. It depending fees na which ya no. Ebi mu nso so I was say onya 20,000 to 30,000 Canadian dollars wɔ account no. And account no mu no ɛnyɛ necessarily say wow personal. You can join maybe other two relatives bank statements to yours. They are your sponsors. So let's say a brother is having 15,000, another brother too is having 15,000. You can use their bank statement as a sponsors to apply for the visa. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but the question I want to myself, me say, how much money? Because people are watching, so that they will prepare. What I said, how much
You,
money
you
do they need in their bank statement
see
or in their bank account? Whether it's a family
around
account.
20,000 to 30,000 or 40,000 Canadian dollars in your account, either being personal or sponsors bank statement. Yeah, that's it. And it should be a minimum of let's say a 4 month bank statement
A
for
four
you
months
to
bank.
use to apply.
Mm,
Yeah, that's for the study route. But maybe you are going for maybe a conference or a visit. That one you need a 6 month bank statement to apply for it.
The same amount. The same amount.
and visits and those things. With the conferences and visits, you need something less, around 15,000 to 20,000 Canadian dollars to apply for a conference visa or a visit visa to either Canada or USA.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So my follow up question to you is, what kind of education or what kind of information do you want the people to understand? Then nkurɔfoɔ no wɔ akyire no ɛnte aseɛ mfa.
Oh, okay, yɛka sɛ like deɛ me no tumi aka anaasɛ deɛ mede bɛba board ne sɛ traveling abroad no ɛboa in terms of skills and networking. Ɛma wonya akwanya ɛho nkurɔfoɔ foforɔ, ɛho nkurɔfoɔ culture, the way other people do their things, the way they portray their culture, and so on and so forth. With the conferences and visits, you need something less, around 15,000 to 20,000 Canadian dollars to apply for a conference visa or a visit visa to either Canada or USA.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So my follow up question to you is, what kind of education or what kind of information do you want the people to understand? Then nkurɔfoɔ no wɔ akyire no ɛnte aseɛ mfa.
Oh, okay, yɛka sɛ like deɛ me no tumi aka anaasɛ deɛ mede bɛba board ne sɛ traveling abroad no ɛboa in terms of skills and networking. Ɛma wonya akwanya ɛho nkurɔfoɔ foforɔ, ɛho nkurɔfoɔ culture, the way other people do their things, the way they portray their culture, and so on and so forth.
Okay. Do you also deal with scholarship? Mo boa nkurɔfoɔ ma wɔgye scholarship.
Yɛka scholarship deɛ a, scholarship deɛ is based on your let's say your result or how your transcript looks. Someone we can apply for a school for someone and the person might get a partial scholarship or a fully, and some of the scholarships are being applied for. Some are just given on merit based on your results to apply. Some it's based on your results that you are using to apply.
Okay, okay, okay. So why you be a man nkurɔfoɔ pɛn? Why apply scholarship be a man nkurɔfoɔ pɛn?
Oh, yɛayɛ dodo ama nkurɔfoɔ. Ebi wɔ hɔ a wo apply yɛ a na nipa no nya based on the results no. Obi nso so wɔ hɔ a ɛwɔ sɛ wo apply scholarship no in a different way.
In a different way, saying.
Their own scholarship system. Others, you need to apply for it.
Okay, okay,
Sanity.
okay. So let's shift from USA, Canada, and come to Europe. And you know, if you're applying for a school in, for instance, maybe UK, in Germany, you've talked about this. Here blog account. You've explained that one.
Yeah.
France, Spain, Italy, and co. Minimum of bank statement I need to deal with, and I need to get in your account, around that.
Okay, so yɛba Italy, yɛba France, ɛne n'asefo no a ɛno nso so no wohia bank statement, any other documents. So talking of the bank statements, no here amount dodoɔ ebi yɛ 10,000 US dollars, ebi yɛ some are in euros, some are in dollars, but the minimum that you need is around 10,000, 15,000 US dollars in your account. Not necessarily being your personal account or not any chinchina say what your personal. It can be a sponsored one. That's it.
Okay, okay. So wrapping it up, we are far. Our time is far spent. Until we'll be wrapping it up anymore from now. And my
Okay.
maybe one or two questions I would like to ask is that there's a lot of pressure. Mo a moyɛ mo adwuma yi, nipa no bɛyɛ adwuma no, ɔba otua sika no pɛ na ɔma wo pressure. I want you to distance yourself from it because based on your conversation, what Mati said, many material said, the moment that an immigration consultant visa, it doesn't mean say on the visa officer. And pressure because me won't be paying. I'm sure you know. I'm sure so you know. Pressure people mount when you know they are not getting what they are expecting within the period. No. What do you say about it?
Okay, traveling ankasa no ɛyɛ documentation. But client no ɔno onim sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ wo arrange wo documents very very well ansa na wetumi de apply adeɛ no. Nti ɔmo adwene sɛ ɔmo tua sika naa no ɛwɔ sɛ woyɛ dɛn woyɛ adwuma no ntɛntɛm mma ɔmo. But ɛnte saa ɛwɔ sɛ wonya abotire na wotumi hyehyɛ document no very well. Document no wohyehyɛ biribiara pɛpɛɛpɛ. Ɛnyɛ saa na ɔmbɛtumi abounce so ebi wɔ hɔ a ɔmbɛ refuse wo visa no. Saa na ɛteɛ.
Okay, okay. And basically, we've talked about all the issues, concerning traveling near the. And what if the last question? This is my last question. Will be sending me a message to see and say, or
Okay.
apply for 5 year visa, and Oman farmer no, but Oman banana for 5 years, due to bank statement error. What do you say about it?
Okay. Okay. Yɛbando wo saa no deɛ ɛno deɛ ɛha adwene. Ebia ne statement no a ɔde kɔɛ no ɛyɛ edited statement, ɛnyɛ verified bank statement. And with Canada say no, who apply biara na ɔmo ma refusal letter. If they give you the reason why you are being bounced or you are being refused. Nti ebia ne bank statement no ɛyɛ edited bank statement.
Okay, say edited.
Ebia agency no ɛna ɔmo edit statement no ɛde nneɛma ɛhyehyɛ mu. But
And
ebia
the
ɔmo
account.
email ebia bank hɔnom no ɔmo ehu sɛ that account no exist wɔ bank hɔ. So normally they do send mails to the banks to verify that whether that person has that account and also was as it can the bank statements anymore. Sanity. Yeah, so the reason being behind why he's being bound in it and statement in the edited statement. Oma forge and Adebia forge be a criminal as a overcomer. So that's
Okay.
it. That's the reason why they're bouncing.
There's one particular message will be there sending or also is concerned about the same bank statement. Also, I apply for um, Korean visa, South Korean visa, South Korean student visa, and it was refused based on
Okay.
minimum amount in the account.
Talking of minimum accounting, minimum money in the account, no. Country biara ne sika koro a ɛwɔ sɛ ɛwɔ account no mu ansa na. Ɛna sɛ sika na ɛwɔ account no mu ɛnyɛ sɛ ɛbɛyɛ pɛpɛɛpɛ to what they are demanding. It can ɛwɔ sɛ ɛyɛ over kakra. Ebi a sɛ ɔmo demanding sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ 20,000 na 40,000 US dollars wɔ account no mu. And wɔ sɛ kyenkyen ara no. Wonya 40,000 pɛpɛpɛ ɛwɔ sɛ wonya something over 40,000 ebi a wonya 45,000 anaasɛ 55,000 to prove sɛ nipa no ɛnyɛ ne sika no nyinaa na ɔde sponsor wo, to prove sɛ nipa no ebi a ɔno nso wɔ other businesses anaa other things a ɔde sika no bi bɛhyɛ mu. But sɛ ebi a wokɔyɛ na ebi a sika no yɛ pɛpɛpɛpɛ wɔ account no mu a they can refuse it because no one will use his or her entire money to sponsor you. maybe he or she have other things or yeah. And obi di ne sika dwetire the sponsor wo education that person cannot maybe operate his or her business and I say ne bibi or yeah. So account statement no say be I was say 20,000 I should be over 20,000. They are requesting for that minimum but it should be over to prove to them that nipa na or sponsor or no. Oh, or to me sponsor will cry real 2 years and now 4 years education or oversee honoma and also was a car or betting they are running the other stuffs such as the businesses in Yama sanity.
Okay, we are done with the interview, but questions, but people are asking questions, so I'll be reading
Okay.
some of them. There's one question that will be there sending me, and the person is saying I should ask you. Or say 5 years ago, he applied for Canadian visa, and because of
Okay.
statement issue, they refused him and banned him for 5 years. And 5 years now,
Okay.
so or CTM, how should he go about the procedure? He should just he should start afresh, or say or continue from maybe he ended, and now maybe tell
I
me
was
something
so
about it.
signing person no crown. I was all starting afresh. And signing person I was all other countries, not necessarily say or be sign Canada na view. But for Canada no or persisting or try sana the possibility here very high say obenya this time round or any documents in the BBI year obenya. Yeah, sanity.
And let me opa, you should try any other country.
That's the best way, but he or she can continue to apply for the Canada, but once start to be afresh. Ne din bɛwɔ ɔmo database mu nti ɔnyɛ biribi afresh anaasɛ ɔnlooki elsewhere ebi a Europe anaasɛ UK anaasɛ other countries no. Yeah.
Okay. There is
Sɛdeɛ ne
another person.
chances of get sɛdeɛ sɛdeɛ ne chances of getting the visa no yɛ high no saa na ne chances of not getting it again no so yɛ high nti ɛyɛ 50-50
Okay.
if you want to go to the same.
Okay. There is another person also sending me a message, but also me bisa or say, ni sister, I apply for sorry, ni brother, I apply for UK visa, but Oko embassy one, almost refuse. Later, no, they realize the agent that did the upload on the portal also no, rather made that mistake. It wasn't unknown a yes, a mistake, no. So it was a misinformation on the part of the agent, and a yes, a mistake, no. On the part of the agent, and a yes, a mistake, no. And
Okay.
in this case, as an immigration consultant, advice when I'm the man.
Okay. Was it say or no like was it say what was the mistake? What was the mistake? Say ebi appointment date na ọmụ ehu ne yi anaasị ebi a ne din anaasị sika like
Or
documents bi
say,
na ọmamfa nka ho anaasị appointment. Mhm.
or say the bank statement now or upload edit to UK portal no so no. They realized that the bank
Okay.
statement wasn't the original, it was a primitive, a term bank statement that the old ne papa, a old bank statement. And upload there instead of the new one. So when they get there,
Okay, that
it
means
was it
okay,
was
that means
refused.
ebi a UK ehia 4 month bank statement ọmụ akọ upload statement a ɛyɛ backdated.
About 2 years
That's
or
the
something.
okay. Okay, that can be the mistake maybe by the person assisting. It's nipa na ɔwɔ assisting na ɛyɛ mistake. And those things can be checked and corrected.
But
Just on the same point.
he has been refused already. I'm refusing. I'm a
Okay,
farmer.
okay, Okay. Tia na obisa sɛ ɔnsa apply biom anaasɛ ɔnyɛ den.
On apply biom and now apply biom or it should work on the old error and answer to start with a new application.
Okay, talking of he'll be if whenever you are being refused a visa, you are being given the reason for refusal. So on say be a bank statements na eba and say so he need to work just on the bank statement and gather the documents again and upload. And you are given a period that so one working within that period now, unless you start a new application all over.
Oh, okay, I get you.
That's it.
Okay, okay. And I think that we've answered most of the question by the viewers, and
Okay.
let me go through, and there are many. So let me see. Oh, one is asking for your location. You've already mentioned your location that you are Tamasama. And what is your
Yeah,
social
some
media handle? Please,
people.
your social media.
Kony on Facebook, we are Kony Company Limited. Same travel and tour. Travel and tour. But the person can reach us on this number as well 054 760 2327. 054 We have other traveling opportunities such as the work visas, the study visas, conferences, and business visas as well.
Okay, okay, okay. So, thank you, Livingston, for passing through Despite TV Africa, and I'm grateful for having you on my show. And your last words, then we wrap it up.
Okay. What their clients, put the ejuma bar. You should exercise patience. You should have that patience. And you said, which you know, your work, we need to gather more and useful documents. Which I know. I was said 3 days, 4 days, and ejuma na ɛkɔ. Until all I have for clients, me say, although agencies na atwa mu no, ayɛ nyamabɔne, like they do people, they took people's money and stuff. There are bad nuts in everything, but when someone, maybe when a visa agent or an assistant, maybe or they will call the office and answer or they will ban you fear, that means you should build that trust with that person and exercise patience. Maybe our amount duration say 1 month process. It can be say onya necessary documents now or the be then or the be process ya there now. And no wow no ma visa. Yeah, ma visa. Embassy na ma visa. Nti client nya saa adwene nhyɛ ɔmo tirim. And more sisi ano yes we are developing ways to say client buy your office and anaasɛ biribi a yɛwɔ agreement letter a yɛma ɔmo sign ne ade cause most of the sika no ɛkɔ into the application no. Nti yɛntumi mfa sika ebi a yɛuse 40% of sika na ɔde aba no ɛde ayɛ application na we can refund that 40%. We might even we will only refund maybe 60% of sika na ɔde aba no because sika no bi akɔ into the application based on documentation, based on visa application fee. Ɛna sɛ study route no nso so a yɛtua student permit no. Yɛtua student permit ansa na wɔatua visa fee ɛwɔ embassy hɔ no nti sika no bi ɛkɔ into the application. So ebi a obi aba wama wo sika wama wo deposit study abroad man a ɔnya saa adwene ne sɛ sika no bi kɔ into the application because even with the admission no ɛwɔ sɛ wotua application fee. Then some countries you need to pay an upfront tuition deposit. nti ɔmo nya saa adwene sɛ sika no bi no ɛkɔ into the application. So the mode a yɛade mind sɛ during the process no, if ankɔ through a ɛbɛ refund bi a 70% of sika no ama, cause some of sika no bebree na ɛkɔ into the application. That's the steady route no. Yɛba website so a ɛno no yɛn refund sika biara ɛma, ɛno no possibility no yɛ very high sɛ wobɛnya, cause nipa no na wobɛnya saa offer no ɛfiri ne agency a ɛwɔ aburokyi hɔ anaasɛ ɛwɔ overseas hɔnom. Saa na mede bɛtwa toɔ.
Okay. Somebody Obia sent me long letter, but upon going through, I say 2023, about 80% of Ghanaians who were refused their Canadian student visa was as a result of bank statement issues. Are you aware of something like that?
Yeah, I'm very much aware of stuff. That's why you need to work on your statement very well. The reason being, you working on your statement or your document well is Canada say any other countries, European countries, you don't go for interview. Your document that speaks for you. Documents now they are kono, and then ebe kasa ama. So we have some documents such as the SOP, statement of purpose. That's the SOP. No? And then the CASAFA, when our statement and also CASAFA financial stability. No? This is our documents when we say any very authentic. You are not getting it, you'll be refused or even bound. The painful aspect is say yeah bande wa no plan a create a tagio, yeah a tagio, a my bad be a bad asem about yeah, that's it. So you need to get your documents, authentic documents.
Enjoy the conversation. Na esua yɛn bebree ɛwɔ interview a me the immigration consultant no ɛyɛyɛ no. Na yɛbɛda Ghanafoɔ nyinaa ase. Ɛsɛ despite TV yɛbaeɛ nkyɛn na masɔ yɛn mu yie a mo view, mo subscribe to your channel no. Yɛbɛsrɛ mo sɛ monkɔ so unsubscribe to Despite TV Africa. Yɛwɔ a lot of content a yɛde ɛbrɛ ho. Next interview, me ne one student a ɔwɔ Cuba ɛna bɛyɛ saa interview no. Nti no, mepɛ sɛ mo view na mo share na mo follow Despite TV Africa. Na dwumadie sɛdeɛ mede kankan inspired by StreamYard. Na me producers a wɔboa me ma metumi de dwumadie ɛbaeɛ no ɛyɛ Daniel ofiri Cuba ɛna Kobe ɛna Elon. Ɔmo na ɔmoboa me ma metumi de dwumadie ɛbrɛ mo. Meda mo nyinaa ase.